Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center and welcome to the world of magic and miracles. And welcome to Earthlandia, my home in the future and in the present. The more I speak it, the more it becomes a reality. Just like the more I expressed my age, the more it becomes a reality. We have the power to bring in to reality what we know and what we, with confidence, can see. It's our world, it's your world, it's my world. And the universe responds accordingly. To travel along dusty roads of life, to stand in front of oceans and mountains high, to pierce the world of illusion with wisdom's light, to speak the words that shine through the darkness of night. With messages of clarity, I come upon the shore. With love without conditions to open every door, so all can truly see through the sunlight and the mirror who they're truly meant to be. The ultimate truth. We are the arbiters of our lives. We have forgotten that we are the arbiters of our lives. We, the infinite, eternal being that we are, have the final say of all that is within our field. There are many truths, but this is the ultimate truth that sits above all truths. It may be true that if you don't drink enough water, you could die, that if you drink poison, you could die. But the ultimate truth of who you are and the power that lives within you can supersede those truths, producing a higher truth that you determine by way of having the final say. You may find that you are allergic to shellfish, that you break out in hives when you eat them. It may be determined by an allergist that your body cannot tolerate a certain chemical that is secreted from the shellfish. This is a picture of a truth. And if you don't care that much about eating shellfish, you can accept that truth and never eat shellfish again. But if you love shellfish, you can assert the higher truth that says, I can eat shellfish without breaking out in hives because I, my infinite eternal being, is far, far greater than the truth of a chemical reaction in my body, even though it is real. Therefore, you must use the sovereignty of who you are to override this little truth if you would like to continue eating shellfish. It is the giving up of your sovereignty to the little truth that must be ended. Every day, we're given the opportunity to remember this ultimate truth. You have a symptom, and then you get confirmation from friends, family, colleagues, the media, social media, or the medical establishment, verifying your symptoms being related to something that you are eating, drinking, doing, or have done. And having forgotten the sovereignty of our being, we accept that one truth as the highest and only truth, and we yield to it for the rest of our lives. Would you like a cup of coffee? Oh, I would love a cup, but it gives me the jitters. So I have given that up. You can insert a million different things into that example, for it is happening all the time within our physical life. It happens every day to almost everyone on the face of the planet. But if we're lucky, someone or something helps us to remember what we already know. We hear it from a person, we hear it in a song, we hear it in our mind. There is a higher truth. There is a higher truth, and that higher truth I already know. Somehow and from somewhere, I already know. And when you receive that message, you begin to remember what you have always known. You never could really believe the fixed correlations between symptoms and limitations. Somewhere inside yourself, you knew that there were no rules, but until you remember who you are, fear makes us succumb to the little truth, and the acceptance of the belief soon solidifies in our brain. And then we need a little help to forget and disengage from the small truth and to remember and re-engage with the ultimate truth. So it is all in the knowing, and I mean the really knowing, to know so strongly that you're willing to stake your life on it. When you truly know that you are infinite, eternal, and far greater, larger, and more powerful than you think you are, you will begin to live as the final arbiter of your life. That you holds the ultimate truth above all truths that tell you what you can and cannot do, say, eat, drink, or follow. You are simply, if you choose to accept it, the master of your existence of life, death, and everything in between. It just doesn't seem possible, but it is the ultimate truth. And one day, everyone will remember that it's true, and they will step into another reality, another way of being. I saw a quote on the internet from a random person. The person was asked, "How should I deal with people?" And the man answered, "Accept people as they are, but place them where they belong." You are the CEO of your life. Hire, fire, and promote accordingly. Sovereignty and mastery. You have the ultimate truth and power within you. I simply say remember because it is already true, and there is nothing that anyone needs to do to make themselves what they already are. Remembering will simply come upon you when you're ready. Your remembering will simply come upon you. You're deciding to continue what might be causing you some difficulties. In other words, to pull rank over your circumstances may lead to something being done in the physical world to bring completion to your decision. All of a sudden, a herb may show up, or a certain supplement, or food or drink that out of nowhere moves you past the thing that's causing you some difficulties. Or your being may just override your body's resistance to something by simply causing your body to change its chemical makeup. Either way, the so-called problem is resolved, all because you simply decided it to be resolved by knowing that you had and always will have the power to resolve it. So nothing is fixed. All things are fluid, making all things possible. But what you must always remember, and more importantly know, is that within you resides the ultimate truth in your world. You are not above or below anyone, not even God. Even though your parents gave you birth to you, you are not below them. That moment when they say, "Go, live your life as you see fit," is the day when they return the sovereignty that they have been holding for you back to you. It is a oh shit moment of the biggest degree. The comfort of your parents, the comfort of their safety, security, love, and care, now given back to you, saying, "Go now. You are the master of your own life. You can do all that I have done and far more. Do not be afraid. I am always with you, and you are never alone. But the hardest part is yet to come, and that part is knowing that you are God, that you are sovereign, and that the ultimate truth for your life lives within you. One day you will look back and see that you could have accepted and lived this ultimate truth years and years earlier, and those little truths that kept you in suffering would have never entered your powerful being. But this was your path, and it was and is perfect. For you can now pass this on to the next one who is suffering the pain of those little truths. Cheers, everyone. Today we have changed once again. We can say that we are free, but we have never really not been free. But in order to experience what freedom feels like, we had to live in not freedom. Everything is fluid, nothing is fixed, and there never has been or never will be any rules. When the rules come, when the laws come, simply turn and go the other way. That's not your world. You live in the world of your ultimate truth, where your sovereignty is the cause of magic and miracles being in effect. Now, let us run along and play. This is called your true purpose. You can be in your true purpose simply by not thinking about yourself. Purpose is and always has been related to service. If you are thinking about others, you are in your purpose. And it is a grand feeling indeed, not forced, not through a method or process, but simply a natural and authentic desire to serve. If you are thinking about yourself, you are still learning what you came here to learn. You are still in the process of surpassing what you came to surpass through the experiences that you have set up to experience. There's nothing wrong with this. And as a matter of fact, there's everything right with it. But as long as you are still in that process, you will still be living in the land of forgetfulness. For to know thyself, to know who you really are, is the end of service to self. Not the end of enjoying your life, not the end of I'm enjoying every moment and every experience, but the end of needing to, thus removing the focus from you. Your purpose is the place of giving. The learning of your lessons is the place of receiving. When in every moment your response is to give, you are in your true purpose. And I mean fully in your true purpose. One could certainly say, isn't it my purpose to learn and transcend what I came to individually learn and transcend? And the answer is yes. But it is more like something that you must go through to get to your true purpose. Like going to college or trade school so you can begin your life, your true life's passion of working in a particular field. And it is only in that true purpose that you are in your full power, when your presence and vibration are lifted outside of what is capable in the world of matter, the physical world of limitations that holds your vibration at a lower state. But in the moment when you step into your true purpose, you cross the threshold and your vibration raises exponentially. And in the light that comes from your being and the power that exudes from your presence is seen to be otherworldly. Imagine waking up every day in this place and going through your day in your true purpose of serving others and giving unconditionally. It is extraordinary, but it is only extraordinary in reference and comparison to not being in that place in every moment. Because the reality is that our true nature is always a giving nature. It is who we are. It is why we came. But we also came to transcend, to grow, and to change through the experiences and circumstances that appear in our life, most of which we ourselves set up. So if you're not fully in your purpose, it's okay. If you are still seeking to find what your purpose is, it's okay. But know that I have just given it to you. It matters not what area of life and humanity you are affecting. It is simply entering into your nature of service to others and moving beyond your current place of service to self. Whether that leads you to heal the oceans, save the forests, feed the hungry, or home the homeless matters not, for those are just specifics of a nature of service to others. But the force of your purpose, although a specificity may exist, is rooted in your nature, which is unexplainable. This force comes upon you not through your thinking mind, but through your loving heart. That's because it is your true purpose. And even though it may lead you in a specific direction, you will have no choice but to serve others. And that will include every person and every piece of life that you encounter every day for the rest of your life while in a human form. And you will love it. That may sound impossible, and it is if you are trying to do it, but it's no less impossible than breathing, and we do that every second of every day without thinking about doing it, for it is our natural state when we are ready to stand in it. When you decide to go there, you will feel like it's difficult to stay there, but that's all right. You're on your way. Each moment you allow that nature, your true purpose of serving others, to come forward, you will naturally leave pieces of the service to self behind, and your focus on others will naturally grow as your focus on yourself will naturally decline. If you are not yet able to see the bigger picture of why things are coming into your path, it's because you're still needing to surpass something that you came here to surpass. And that causes you to only focus on yourself. Once you surpass that lesson, you will clearly see the bigger picture and have this unlimited space to focus on the other. And in that moment, like a strike of lightning lights up the night sky, so will your true purpose light up like fireworks in your new sky of awareness, filling you with great anticipation and excitement. For now you will fully enter into your true nature of service to others, which is your home, your destiny, and your true purpose. I am shining the light on these things not to bring judgment, but to bring forward compassion, understanding, and love without conditions. The greatest love, the greatest compassion, and the greatest understanding comes from awareness. Awareness of what you are and what you are not. Awareness of what everyone is and what everyone is not. There's nothing anyone needs to do to acquire this understanding. All you need to do is to keep walking forward to the place where you can recognize and receive it. It is the same for the awareness and understanding that you currently have. You didn't do anything to get it. It just came to you naturally without trying as you were ready to receive it. Even the opportunity to share it, like I am doing now, happens to you most times without trying. Within your path of moving forward towards living your true purpose are many circumstances, but it is your destiny, it is your desire, and it is already inside of you, waiting to burst forward as the focus of your life here on this beautiful planet that I have named Earthlandia. Keep walking forward. The only thing that awaits you at the end is a new beginning. Divine, eternal, infinite, spiritual being. That's what you are. And that's what you'll always be. Every so-called suffering, physical, mental, financial, or spiritual, are mechanisms to make you focus on yourself. Self-service is the prison, and the so-called negative circumstances are the cell bars, and blame, judgment, and reaction are the prison foods that we serve to one another from our prison of self. Once again, all this will show up because we are still needing to learn and then surpass that which we came here to learn and surpass. But this is not your true nature. And when people are in need, you quickly, without hesitation, come to their aid. When there are natural disasters, things like hurricanes and earthquakes, our true nature of service to others is delivered as if service to self never existed. And it is beautiful to behold because it is our true nature. As I have walked along this journey of discovering my true purpose, I realize that the greatest freedom is to be outside that place of service to self, for that only deters me from entering into the fullness and power of my true nature, which is to serve others. I have been happy and free to serve the others that are in my immediate life, but I also realize that there is an aspect of me that is serving billions of people, and I can feel that is true. There is no longer me to serve, but only a me to experience. And therefore, all that is me is simply a vehicle for serving you. This is my true purpose. This is every person's true purpose. And how it shows up and demonstrates itself to the world is as beautiful and unique as a snowflake. For no two demonstrations are alike. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call, and I'll be there. You've got a friend. Ain't it good to know we've got a friend? Ain't it good to know you got a friend? Love, magic, and laughter, but mostly laughter. Cheers, everyone. Thank you for your presence, and thank you for your support. I am David.